Hello everyone, my name is Comet and today I am gonna be ranking every single one of the troops in Clash of Clans. I have many different accounts on different town halls and I think it's time for me to share some knowledge because I have seen that recently there's a lot of players coming into Clash of Clans, which is amazing, and I wanna help those who don't know really what they should be upgrading, what they should be playing, etc. So today this is gonna be the rank for you, and for all of you veterans watching this video, let me know in the comments, please. What is your own tier list? What is your favorite troop? What do you think is the best troop in the game, and what do you think is the worst troop? So that said, though, let's begin. Right off the back, I think we can start with the best troop in the entire game for a very long time. In fact, as soon as you upgrade this, I think that your life will change, man. And I'm talking about the balloon. Best of the best of the best of the best. There's nothing really to say to it. Um, the balloons are so good that they have to put specific structures to counter it in Town Hall 15. So I think this is a no-brainer. Anyone who plays Clash of Clans for a long time knows that the balloons have so much power in them. It's just amazing. That said, though, it's not the only troop that has this much power. Another thing that really compares to balloon, although in not as broken as this has been, could be the Hog Riders. I think that as soon as you unlock the Hog Riders, it is also one of those troops that will destroy any base at any level. Town Hall 7, when you unlock it, it sweeps it. In Town Hall 8, Town Hall 9, it sweeps the bases. In Town Hall 10, you unlock Hybrid, which is gonna stomp every single one of the bases until like Town Hall 14. And then on Town Hall 15, you have the Super Hog Riders. And by the way, I think I'm gonna be putting the Super Hog Riders in the same tier as the normal Hog Riders, but this is not gonna be for the same for the other for the other troops. Once we get into the other troops, I am gonna be differentiating them from their normal version because it is a bit it is a bit different for the other troops, but for the Hog Riders, normal Hog Riders are really powerful, and the Super Hog Riders just make them even better. In fact, I have seen currently the best players in Legend Leagues. I have seen them go Super Hog Riders and Hog Riders, at the same time. So yeah, they are really, really good, period. I wouldn't rank them above balloons, however, simply because balloons have been dominated for so long. I think that in some town halls, there isn't even a point in playing anything else in balloons, because you're gonna fail your attacks. But yeah, let's move on now. Let me move the siege machines over here. This way it's easier to rank them. And then we have the mining drill. So now let's begin with the siege machines. Now I'm going right off the back. This is a super situational siege machine, the Wall of Wrecker. A lot of people will think that it's weak, but man, when you need it, you need it. And I have seen this especially in pro play. When this, probably you will only be using it in 1,000 times, but trust me, that one match where you need it, you really need it. So definitely this is gonna be in situational tier. The Blimp is gonna go in super tier. Now, I will not rank them in order, there's no order left is better than right. No. Because I cannot compare a Blimp to a normal troop to a hero, it just doesn't make sense. So all of this is the same thing. Do not worry, there is no order. Blimp is probably the best thing in the entire game, Probably. But I would say that there are others that can compare. Like the Log Launcher. The Log Launcher is basically every single person that does ground attacks from Town Hall 10 and until Town Hall 13, they will ask you in their donations for a Log Launcher. So how can I say no to it? And I myself have been using it a lot, and especially it's really good for when you need to path your queen well, in queen walks or queen charges. Next, now this is weird. I would put it in situational because I actually do use it a lot when I farm with super goblins. The problem is that I have realized that super goblin farms might not be the best way to farm in the game, so I cannot put it in situational anymore. I think they're just weak at the moment. Especially now that the Town Hall 14 and Town Hall 15 with so many powerful defenses. Yeah, they're just weak. Um, that's my way of thinking. Next, this thing is very powerful, Flame Flinger. More situational than anything. I would say, however, once you reach Town Hall 15, but I cannot deny how powerful it is in Town Hall 14, and especially below this, so this is insane. You kinda want it. Now, Stone Slammer. Ah, man, Stone Slammer, it's been... there's a reason why they gave the Stone Slammer an extra level, and not the only one. No, there's a reason why this is the only siege machine with level 5. And it's because it was so fucking dog shit that there was no point into picking it unless you were a Town Hall 10 or Town Hall 11 player. However, with the extra lever, I think that upped a bit their power. I'm gonna put it in very powerful simply because of that extra oomph that you get in the lower levels. Oh, this is my favorite. It has to be one of my favorite machines because this right here will allow you to farm in Town Hall 15. You can farm so good with this. You send it with the new pet. What is it? With Diggy. You send it with Diggy, and you can farm really easily, or like you can destroy a huge portion of the bases just with these two things right here if you send the Royal Champion. So yeah, and for those of you that have no idea what this is a pet. So this is a pet called Diggy, because I know that there's a lot of people who haven't seen them because you only unlock them at Town Hall 14 and Town Hall 15. But yeah, this pet right here is really powerful. Mining Drill is my favorite, or it has been, I would say, in a more objective way, it has been the way that I can use to farm efficiently while my queen was sleeping. So definitely siege machine that deserves to be in that super tier for farming. They will not be probably that hot for attacks, but yeah, for farming is so good, man. And Diggy is the best pet in the entire game, probably, or at least one of the best. So definitely deserves to be here. So let's rank the pets next. I think I have everything. Jack is okay. Jack goes right here and very powerful. Jack did lose a lot of points in Town Hall 15. There's a reason why they added an extra 5 levels to it. Because in Town Hall 15, you kinda would prefer to have a Phoenix, Phoenix with a king, it makes the king have almost, 40,000 HP? Or something like that. It's insane. Not because it gives more HP to the king, but because it will revive the king. So, if you pair the king with his special ability with the Phoenix, it gets so much HP that it's insane. So this is why the Phoenix is so good, and this is why the Jack has fallen off, because the Jack was good when you could pair it with the king, and it would tank for it with it, but you cannot tank Town Hall 15 defenses, it's too much. Unicorn is really strong. It's not the same as the others though, but it's definitely more powerful than the Jack. Oh, now I'm in a situation right here. Because I don't think it's the same as the Jack, but it's not the same as Diggy. But since you only use, this is the only thing that you use for the queen, I'm gonna put it in Esto. Next, this no, it's no. This is situational, and which means that you could pick it, or you could pick this. In fact, I'm gonna put this also here. And this makes me feel better. Yeah. And same for this. You know, these three are situational. You can choose whichever one of the three with your warden, and you're not gonna go wrong here. You know. But yeah, I think that's it for now. Next, it's gonna be the normal troops now. Giants are so dog shit. Now, giants, you could use them on Town Hall 11 or lower. The problem is that there's better versions, man. Why would you ever use giants when you can use balloons? You know, it doesn't make sense to me. That's what I think, at least. Now, barge, I can put them right here, but it stopped working after Town Hall 11. Probably Town Hall 12, you can still use them, but why would you use them when you have the super barge, you know? And super barge definitely is like a direct upgrade to it. But I'm gonna rate them differently. The super archer is S tier because of the strategy that you can use with the blimp, you know. With the blimp, you can send the super archers directly into the near the town hall, and it will destroy a huge area in the center of the town. So definitely not the same tier as the super barbarians. And super barbarians is just, they're kind of weak, man. They just, in fact, I'm gonna put right here town hall 12 for lower. They're just not that good. Let's go now with the wizards. Wizards are very powerful. It will allow you to destroy the resources, or like the small little structures that people put to make you waste time. They're really good for clear those. In the same scenario, baby dragons are good for that. And not only this, baby dragons are amazing in Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 10, so I cannot deny this power. Then the super baby dragons. Now, super baby dragons are situational. Super baby dragons are special because you can use them on very specific attacks, you know. So they're like one of the best troops in the entire game, but you cannot use them every time, you know. So I'm gonna rate them on very powerful, simply because you will be able to use them in those specific scenarios, and it really shines, you know, when you get to use it. And in Town Hall 13, this is probably one of the best troops in the entire game as well for Town Hall 13, because it's just so strong, you know, it can destroy everything quite fast. Bowler is situational. It is very powerful in Town Hall 12 and lower, especially in Town Hall 10. In fact, probably that's situational because once you get into the higher Town Halls, you have this thing right here. Where is it? The super bowlers, which are insanely powerful, you know. So this is the only reason why I'm putting the bowlers here, because the super bowlers exist, and you really want to use the super bowlers over a normal bowler. But the bowlers are like one of the best troops for Town Hall 9 and for Town Hall 10, for Town Hall 11 probably as well, and for Town Hall 12 I'm not fully sure. But for Town Hall 10 and 11, this is one of the best troops, especially for Town Hall 10, 100%. It's a very fun attack, and it's one of my favorite attacks to watch as well. It is amazing. Ice is situational. It doesn't work always. Normal golem is weak, but there are some situations where you can use it. Now, the reason why, as soon as I said that, a lot of people would say, "But what is this guy saying? A normal golem being weak? It works the best in my town hall." No, it only works on Town Hall 12 or lower. Once you get into Town Hall 13, you get Inferno Towers that will destroy this in a matter of seconds. But I think a fair rating is gonna be situational. If you are in the lower town halls, you can use these with witches, which is gonna be amazing. However, the golem can also be used sometimes in the higher town halls as well, in very specific layouts. So I'm gonna put it in situational, you know. Then it's gonna be normal witches. They're powerful. There's no question about it. The normal witches will allow you to have very powerful attacks from Town Hall 9 until forever. Minions, they're very powerful to clear waves. To clear the small structures. So this is the same thing as these three, you know, the baby dragons, wizards, and the and the and the minion. In fact, I might level up a bit the archers just for that reason, because you sometimes want archers, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna level up archer, just because sometimes you miss one spot, and you feel it with the archers, you know. Or sometimes in some bases in Town Hall 11, people have corner things. So I'm gonna level up a bit the archer now that I think about it. Normal wall breakers are quite weak. It's for lower town halls, because you have the super wall breaker, which is very powerful. Dragon Rider is very powerful. Dragons is super tier, and the Dragon Rider is more of a support troop. You know, this is not the main troop. It's like a healer. You know, so it's not the main troop. Dragon is a main troop. It's very powerful. Electro Dragons is the only one that I'm gonna put right here. I wanna differentiate these from the rest of the game, because the Electro Dragons, they are probably the best troop for Town Hall 11, Town Hall 12, aside from balloons and hybrid. And they did fall off a bit in 13, 14, especially in Town Hall 14, but in Town Hall 15, they are back, and they're fucking strong. You can even use them in tournaments now. In fact, you have seen a lot of pro players using them now in tournaments, because they're really that powerful. They got an extra level, which really brought them up, you know. The Titan is extremely powerful for defense in the lower Town Hall. It is also very powerful against trap bases, you know, because it will allow you to send these, and it will destroy and bait all of the little skeletons. It will destroy all of the Clan Castle troops. It's perfect. And this has been the counter also to people who send a lot of archers, you know, to defend their base alongside a balloon, for example. So this is really good. And this is trash. Probably the worst troop in the entire game. The Goblin. You may say, but you can steal resources with it. Yes, but 3-starring your base will yield you more in the long term. So no, this is not good. Healers, best of the best. Headhunters are situational. Because I know a lot of lower level people. In fact, you cannot even use anything below Town Hall 13. But even Town Hall 13, people, I think they don't really use it that much. But once you get into Town Hall 14, a lot of bases are gonna have their are gonna be using their heroes as defense themselves, and with headhunters you can kill those defenses. You know, those defensive heroes. Then it's Lassie. Lassie is very weak. This is a pet. I forgot to rate that pet, but this is the worst pet in the game. In fact, as soon as Diggy came out, people stopped using Lassie, because it's literally the same character, the same troop, but it does more stuff. It goes underground and becomes invulnerable. It can stun towers. It does more damage and has more HP. So, yeah. There's no reason to use this character, or like this unit. Let's save the heroes for last. Oh, actually, we can do them right now, because it's very straightforward. You know, Queen is really powerful. Warden goes there. Now King. The thing with the King is that you will not feel how powerful the King truly is until you get to Town Hall 14. And because of this, a lot of people will rate it probably a situational or weak or simply powerful troop. But no, he's actually one of the best in the entire game. Royal Champion, however, it is not that strong, you know, in comparison to the other three. I feel like she is the weakest of the other three because she doesn't scale that hard. But at the same time, she has to be right here, man. It's one of the best troops in the entire game, you know? Period. Miners are so good, best of the best. You can destroy entire bases in Town Hall 10, Town Hall 11, Town Hall 12, Town Hall 13, Town Hall 14. And I'm not sure about Town Hall 15, but up until Town Hall 14, you can destroy a lot of bases with just miners. P.E.K.K.A.s are so dog shit. I won't even rate them anywhere above anything else. It's like their worst version of a giant. But if I am fully fair with it, I'm gonna put it at Town Hall 12 or lower. Because with the P.E.K.K.A, you can stomp Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 10 bases. That's the only thing that I'm gonna be putting them with. These are situational, the rocket balloons. This is to snipe small defenses when there's no other troop that can get to them. Super Wizards are one of the best of the troops in the entire game because you can use them with Blizzard's attack, and Blizzard's attack will single-handedly destroy every single base until Town 15. In fact, this is what I use in Clan Wars myself on my rushed accounts because with it, I don't need anything else. You know, I can just send the Blizzard, and the Blizzard alone will destroy everything. And there's a reason why in the higher levels of Town Hall 13, meaning that in tournaments and something like that, people start building anti-Blizzard, anti-Blimp compositions, you know, because these things single-handedly would destroy your base otherwise. And same for the Super Archer. Super Witches are very powerful, but they did lose a lot of power in Town Hall 15. So I will rate them actually. I think they deserve to be here. This attack might be one of the hardest attacks in the entire game to pull out properly because you're always against the clock. But if you manage to do it, it's worth it. Giants are dodged. Super Dragons are very strong. I'm gonna put them just right here. Probably right here as well if you are in Town Hall 14. This is what I was using in Town Hall 14 actually to get myself loot, you know, to farm and to go in Clan Wars. So they're really powerful. Super Goblins. Now, I know a lot of people like Super Goblins. And I cannot deny how powerful they really are to get the farm. However, there's better versions to get farm for them. But the reason why I'm gonna be rating them this high is because of their effect on the Blimp. With a Blimp, this thing will make sure that you destroy your town hall, you know. Same for this. So these are bomb. These are what we call bomb troops. You send it with a Blimp, it drops into the town hall, and then boom, that town hall will explode for sure. You know, so super goblins and the super miner for sure. Bomb troops, best of the best. This is the best defense in the entire game, or at least has been the best defense in the entire game for a very long time. This is a very good defensive troop now, but I'm gonna put it right here only because I think the normal lava hound is stronger. In fact, I'm a bit of because in Town Hall 15 this is better than the Lava Hound, but everything below the Lava Hound is stronger. So I think this is fair. No, I think this is fair. Super Valkyries, Town Hall 12 or lower for sure. Valkyries, Town Hall 12 or lower. Now, Valkyries, I will not put them in weak because they are not. in Town Hall, I think it's Town Hall 9, Town Hall 10, and probably even Town Hall 11. The Valkyries are really good, man, especially in Town Hall 9 and 10. Um, in fact, I would even say in Town Hall 10, this is probably the best troop. um, the problem is that after that, they become completely useless. You know, as soon as you get the scatter shots and as soon as the tunnels become a weapon, this becomes useless because now there's too much damage for them to handle. And then the Yeti bombs is a bomb unit. Um, it's not nearly as good as these two. In fact, I have stopped using Yeti bombs because they will not destroy Town Hall 15 sometimes. Yet the Town Hall 15 is sometimes so tanky that the Yeti will not destroy it. In fact, even two Yetis will not destroy Town Hall 15 sometimes. And this is why I have stopped using Yeti bombs. And instead, I now use miner bombs with some super goblins. Um, or in fact, now I have my clan castle maxed, so I can just use two miners. Um, so yeah, the problem is with the Yeti is that it is the best bomb until Town Hall 15. you know, um, that is my way of thinking. But once you get into Town Hall 15, the Yeti is just two Yetis, which is gonna be 36, and the rest of Super Goblins is not gonna be enough to destroy Town Hall 15. And that is my main issue. Sometimes it's just not enough. So I cannot put them in best of the best. Mm, Probably I'm gonna put the wall breakers right here. Super wall breakers, S tier. Um, because they are very powerful in Town Hall 13 and 14. Town Hall 15, they do fall off because Queen Walking is not that important in Town Hall 15. But they're still powerful, I cannot deny that. But yeah, Yetis, I'm gonna leave them right here. So this was my, um, I think this was my, this was um, my tier list. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know what do you think are the best troops. Let me know what you think are the worst troops. Just let me know what is your opinion about this topic. I think this is very important because there's a lot of stuff that are very situational in reality. That's why I put it right here. Like, for example, a barbarian could sometimes be really good, So, um, it's just that those scenarios are even smaller in the higher tunnels than using the wall breaker. If the wall breaker is like one in like very huge amount of tunnels where it becomes useful, these are even like you need even more tunnels to to make them useful. And the D tier is just there's no reason to pick Lassie when Diggy exists, and the Jack was mm, the Jack was the best. In fact, no, it's just with Town Hall 15, there's no reason to pick Jack, man. That's the problem. Um, mm, I feel bad for the Jack. It's my favorite. It was my. In fact, I'm gonna put him in situational. What is the situation? If you don't have the Phoenix, or if your king is not maxed, you want the Jack. Because if your king is not maxed, the Jack will cover for it. But once your king is maxed, it's just better to go for the Phoenix. I think this is the end tier list that I'm gonna be using. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I have a lot of fun doing this type of videos. So let me know in the comment what other tier list would you like to yeah. Let me know in the comments which other tier list would you like me to make. For now though, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Comet and I am signing out. Peace.